Welcome to the meeting or preventing competitions lectures. And in this video, students, you have to learn different factor related to the preventing competitions and enhance your boost your business in the existing marketing place. For this purpose, even though relatively few firms sometimes have the luxury of the establishing prices to fit their own selected objectives, most business firms have little alternatives in the shorter run but to meet the market prices of the product lines. However, that price is established. So this is that's why market price is the most often used pricing objectives. The reason is because kicked demand curve typically facing each individually company, particularly in mature. So a well-established marketing, even very large firm follow price changes initiated by both or by the others if they are feel these prices will give them reasonable return on invested capital and over the long term of the physiological factor of the meeting competitions. In ever growing markets, some firms will deliberately price very low in hopes of the discouraging or preventing competitions. This is of course the Boston Consulting Group's strategies, but it is also used to by some companies for many years of before using this of the type of the all over the buildings and but it's also used for something companies for many years before this firm made it even more popular, and this strategy does not work as well as mature markets. So all competitors have much invested in plant equipment and personnel that they are very willing to withdraw from the market and thereby give up need cash flow. There is also the problem that predatory pricing of the client pricing very low and can lead to the much market power that USA Justice Department decided to take an action. So when we look at the past of the US pricing legislation discussed in the few videos ago, which is designed to protect the smaller firms and thereby increase price competition. So next here look at the topic of the cost versus demand oriented price. This is very interesting, and it is important to note that all the above pricing objectives are primarily for the established product, although they are also used for new products as well. Some are primarily cost oriented and some are the target return, while others are based upon the demand and other market factors. So market shares stabilized pricing and meeting competition. Some writers refer to this as contrast between the cost referred forward and market back pricing. Obviously, all the pricing approaches must consider both cost and market factors to be viable over the longer run. The difference is one of the degree and not kind of the The only pricing objective that explicitly considers both cost and market demand is to microeconomic model for profit maximization. This model forces attention on both production and market related to factor and the interrelationship between these as they affect a single clear pricing objectives. The fact that this objective is almost impossible to implement under thereby everyday conditions underscore of that great difficulty business firms often have knowing justice how to determine the prices and thereby business forward. And after years of the research, one writer concluded that pricing are probably the one element of the marketing mix that is done most poorly by the majority of the US business firms. So next one is estimating demand and the price reactions on the marketplace. Pricing is particularly difficult in the case of new products or services. No matter which pricing objectives are selecting to top management, the marketing planner and must be always provide an estimate of the total demand for a given product or product line over a specified period of the time. However, the demand curve clearly shows that the sales volume always depend upon the price of the product. In turn, the price of the product will depend upon its cost, which must be known before a price can be set. But it is most always the case that production cost for per unit tend to decrease dramatically as the number of the unit of produce increase, where the does one start in setting price. Most marketing planners are also discussed in the few more lectures.